Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Alex from Haven. If you haven't already, click that button below, give us subscribe to our channel. We got great content coming to you all the time. And today we're talking about what is detoxification and how to do it in 5 steps today. So many people are familiar with detoxification and they have an intuitive understanding that they need to eliminate the waste out of their body in order to be healthy, right? As a doctor, I'm marketed to all the time by supplement companies, and I came across a supplement the other day, which is basically like a 3-day detox supplement, where you basically take capsules throughout the 3 days in order to detoxify, right? But what was that? Basically, the capsules were a bunch of herbs to help you poop. So what you're gonna be doing is just pooping your brains out like 20 times a day for 3 days. You can't leave your house. And at the end of the day, it's not gonna fundamentally get to the root of the problem, right? Just having diarrhea for 3 days isn't detoxification. And there's so many misconceptions around detoxification that I wanted to get on this video and talk about what is detoxification and how to do it. There's an old naturopathic saying that we need to stop swatting at the flies and take out the trash. What does that mean? It means if we're just swatting and killing flies, and not addressing the trash, they're gonna just keep coming back because they're attracted to all the garbage. If we wanna make those flies go away, we gotta take out that trash. It's the same for making symptoms go away, right? If we're just treating symptoms, we're just swatting at flies. For so many individuals, the vast majority of individuals that come to see us at our practice, detoxification is a fundamental problem that they're experiencing that's not allowing them to recover their health. So the things they've tried in the past have just been swatting at those flies, just treating the surface level symptoms, not getting to the root of the problem to take out that trash. So how do you take out the trash? I'm gonna go over 5 steps to do so that you can do today. Step number 1, digestion. Digestion is at the heart of our entire metabolic process. Our digestive system is basically a tube running through the middle of our body from mouth to anus, and it's literally the epicenter of our entire metabolic process. All the nutrients that we absorb into our system and the waste that we excrete, mainly through our stool. We excrete wastes through our urine, through menstrual blood if you're a female, through our exhalation, through sweat, and other means, but stool is a primary way we detoxify. So if we're having gut problems, then our detoxification is gonna be off. I'm talking bloating, gas, burping, acid reflux, cramping, pain, and especially constipation and diarrhea, right? Especially constipation, because the wastes aren't getting out of the system, then they're building up, right? If our detoxification pathways aren't open, then there's nowhere for those toxins to go. So while the 3-day diarrhea pills have good intentions, ultimately it's not going to fundamentally address the problem because we need to heal the digestive tract in order to allow it to detoxify properly. So we want to heal the GI tract and make sure we're having 1 good bowel movement every single day. Step 2. We want to avoid putting more toxins into the system. Our body is already trying to manage the metabolic waste that occurs from our natural metabolism of our cells, right? Because our cells take nutrients, make waste, and those wastes are excreted into our blood to be detoxified. So if we're putting more waste in the system every single day, then we're not going to be able to detoxify properly. So the biggest way that people put toxins in their system is through their diet, right? I'm talking processed foods and food intolerances. Let's talk processed foods. What do I mean by that? I mean white sugar, white flour, vegetable oils, conventional animal food and produce that has pesticides, fertilizers, antibiotics, hormones, that kind of thing, and chemical additives that are in our food. If we're eating these foods all the time in various ways, it's constantly putting a toxic burden on our system. So we could do the 3-day diarrhea pills, but then we're still putting more toxins into the system as soon as the detox is over. That's not gonna help us out, right? So we want to eliminate processed foods, and we definitely want to eliminate food intolerances. Everyone has food intolerances. Food intolerances are essentially enzyme deficiencies that we inherited from our ancestors. These food intolerances don't allow us to digest different foods properly, leading to foods being malabsorbed, going into our gut, inflaming our gut, inflaming our immune system, causing toxicity. So if we're eating our food intolerance every day, it's putting a continuous burden of toxins into our system. We see this all the time with our patients, and as soon as we identify their food intolerances, things get so much better for the vast majority of people. Number 3, fasting overnight. Our bodies are built to detoxify as we sleep. That's the reason why we sleep and we recover, and there's no metabolic energy being used to be digesting food or moving about the day, allowing our bodies to use all the metabolic energy towards detoxification and cleansing. But we need to give our bodies a chance to do that effectively. That means we want to keep a 12-hour window between dinner and breakfast. Why is breakfast called breakfast? Break fasts, right? So we break our fast with breakfast in the morning. So we want to give ourselves that 12-hour window. And that means trying to keep dinner 3 hours away from going to bed. And then when we wake up in the morning, try to give yourself a little time before you actually get hungry in order to eat, right? That gives us a 12-hour window at least to allow our bodies to naturally detoxify every single night. Number 4, hot and cold therapy. Hot and cold have a wonderful effect on the physiology by pumping the blood and the lymphatic fluid through our system for detoxification. Remember, the lymphatic fluid is basically detoxifying our cells and our bloodstream, bringing toxins back to our liver for detoxification. So when we expose ourselves to hot and cold, we get dilating and constricting of those vessels and increasing of our metabolism, helping our entire system to fire up and pump all that blood and lymph through for detoxification, right? So by hot, I mean exercise, sweating, saunas, getting your temperature up to allow for sweating to take place. And then cold, I'm talking cold therapy, cold exposure, cold plunges, Wim Hof style, cold showers, ending your showers on cold. What this does is it has a dilating and constricting effect, pumping all that stuff through our system to get it out of there. And 5, movement. Movement has a mechanical function on the pumping action, right? Through muscular contraction, we're pumping everything through the system, and we're really increasing our metabolic rate as we move, helping to increase the speed at which our cells are metabolizing and pushing that waste out faster. So when we move every day, we're mechanically pumping everything through the system, increasing the metabolism, getting it out of the body, right? And that is a recipe for good health. So let's recap. 5 ways to detoxify. 1, heal your digestion, especially have 1 bowel movement every single day. 2, don't put more toxins into your system, especially through your diet, with processed foods and food intolerances. 3, give yourself a 12-hour window between dinner and breakfast to allow for your body to naturally detoxify overnight. 4, hot and cold. Expose your body to hot through sweat and cold exposure to pump all that blood and lymph through the system. And 5, move. Get that mechanical pumping action, increase your metabolic rate, allow for natural detoxification so you're not stuck doing 90-day juice fasts and crazy 3-day detox supplements that aren't actually getting to the root of the problem. If you do those 5 things every single day, guys, I'm telling you, you're setting yourself up for success because you're addressing one of the fundamental pillars of health, and that's detoxification. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. My name is Dr. Alex, and we'll catch you on the flippy floppy later.